to the Stahls TV Morning Show. I'm Zach Ellsworth.
And I'm Josh Ellsworth, and we appreciate you joining us this morning to talk about streetwear and what's happening in the decorated apparel marketplace. Our pilot episode happened just a couple weeks back, and we had a great turnout.
We did.
And now we're excited to announce we'll be doing the Stahls TV Morning Show every week, Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So we'd encourage you to sign up and attend those with us.
Okay, Josh mentioned that we're going to talk about streetwear today. So we have to ask ourselves the question, what is streetwear? So streetwear is a design or a lifestyle that basically appeals to 18 to 35-year-old males. That's the target demographic of the company specifically that we're going to look at today. That company is called Karmaloop.com. They've been one of the most successful online-based streetwear companies over the past 10 years, so we want to spend a little bit of time talking about them. You want to join me at the table and we'll get started?
Yeah, and the whole goal with going over companies like this, in our pilot episode we did Teespring, we'll do Karmaloop.com today. The whole idea between going through these company profiles is so we can look at what they're doing well and perhaps some of the shortcomings and share those with you as an aspiring t-shirt brand or apparel decorator in general, so you can apply some of these concepts to your business.
Yeah, absolutely. So not everything that we talk about today is going to apply, but we'll try and make some applications for you just with their business model, where they've come from, where they're going, what they've struggled with, their challenges. So do you want to show us the website first?
Yeah, let's dive in. Over here at Karmaloop.com. We're on the home page, and the first thing you notice is that they're primarily appealing to menswear, as we talked about in the streetwear market. So if we drop down the men's category, you'll see they sell a variety of brands, types of clothing, footwear, etc. Yes, they do offer women's apparel, but the primary sales that are happening on this site are men's, and then there are some women's. They pay a special focus on what's trending because it's very important to their customer and understanding their customers, showcasing what's hot and what's trending. Now, if you look at the site, there's a couple different avenues here. So there's Karmaloop.com, and then there's a site called Plunder, which is sort of an exclusive site where you have to be a membership only. And then one of my favorite parts is this Casbah part of the site. And this is where independent brands can basically sell their line to the Karmaloop marketplace. So Zach, if you consider the traffic that this site's getting, and it's basically another outlet for a brand to sell their line. So they've been pretty successful here in that a small brand can get viewership, and Karmaloop, on the other hand, can stay on the cutting edge with leading upcoming new designers. And ultimately the customer's happy because they're getting something different that not everybody else is wearing. So that's an interesting part of the site. So let's look at sales. So if we look at 2002, sort of a starting point where they started to achieve some real sales, we have $500,000 in sales.
Okay.
2004, $9 million, 2006, $17 million, all the way up to a peak of what looks like a verified $127 million in sales in 2013. Those are annual sales. So obviously they're doing something well.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty successful apparel company. It started in a basement, right?
Right.
Mother's basement.
Yeah, Greg Selko is actually the founder and the one-time owner of this company, which has recently changed. But he started in his mother's basement with a dream, an idea to make streetwear available and appeal to this verge culture, as he defines it. And sales have taken off. And some of the things that I believe they've done well is they really have a clear understanding of their customer along this journey. It's been it's a pretty wide vertical. Streetwear can appeal to a lot of different looks and things, but they understand their customer and their customer's desire to be affiliated with top brands in the streetwear market, and they make those available on their site through a sales channel, and also to be on sort of the cutting edge.
Yeah,
new brands.
the Casbah site gives them an opportunity to really be on the cutting edge because they're reaching out to independent retailers like yourself. If you have a great streetwear idea, you can actually visit Karmaloop.com and get it seen there. So they have people coming back, always looking for what's next, the new looks. But the Karmaloop story isn't all success. I believe your $127 million in sales only took them through about 2 years ago, I think. And the news on Karmaloop, which is actually, if you Google it, it's been coming out over the past couple months, is that they recently sold their company for $13 million.
Crazy. $127 million in sales to $13 million sales. So
what happened?
What went wrong? Several things.
Sure.
Several things. So basically, when you look at this story and try to understand what went wrong, you need to look at that sort of key tipping point where they started to change the brand and go a variety of different directions. So some key things that happened in the story of Karmaloop is the owner, Greg Selko, had an interest in establishing KTV or Karmaloop TV, this dream of having a TV brand that would be like an MTV, not a YouTube channel, which they have and is quite successful.
Not a Stahls TV.
Right, not a Stahls
not a
TV.
Stahls
Let's not
TV.
mistake
Okay.
that. But to actually have a TV brand, and he invested a ton of money in this initiative. Some people quote upwards of $14 million invested into launching Karmaloop TV, celebrity endorsements with Pharrell and a whole lot of different things. So I think that's one of the things.
So rather than selling clothes, he kind of turned the focus to maybe attempting to influence culture more than just doing what is making money currently.
Yeah, I'd say so. He wanted to be big.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, besides the TV channel that they tried to launch, they also, over a period of 2 years, tried to launch 4 other new initiatives or different parts of the company, different brands, different websites. So, I mean, it seems like it was really a lot all at one time, maybe too much too soon, trying to build on the successes that they had by diversifying and not being able to manage that diversification.
Yeah, I don't think diversification in itself is a bad thing. I actually think it's a good thing. You know, you look at brands like Walt Disney and the way they've been able to diversify and ultimately all point back to the core business. You know, the way they utilize characters and motion pictures and theme parks, all to point back to the core business is a good thing. But you notice that all those things didn't happen for Disney overnight, where they tried to do it all at one time, which, you know, everybody has big dreams. Also in this Karmaloop story, there was a storefront that launched and ultimately closed down. Everybody has that image that they want to achieve and the way they want to influence, but I think the key thing is to set out a roadmap for that and not try to shove it all through the funnel at once.
Yeah, so now on the flip side of this sale, which just happened actually a few months ago at $13 million, there's all of the customers who contributed to that $127 million in sales. Not all of them are there. The ones that are still left have had bad experiences. So how do you suggest the buying group that has them kind of deal with that? Because the reports are, you know, with social media, everybody's saying they're missing shipments. They have poor customer service when people call to talk about their missed shipments. Coupon codes that they have online aren't working. So what are some of the first steps, do you think, for kind of recovering the faith of their customers? Yeah,
so, you know, trying to recover the brand, if you want to put it that way, I think is making a clean break, which is one of the steps they've taken. So they made an appointment somewhere around 30 days ago of a new CEO, which is Seth Haber, who is actually the founder of a very popular trade show in the streetwear market, Agenda Shows, which happens in San Diego and several other places throughout the company. So they made a break from the previous owner, Greg Selko, and a new appointment of CEO. And I think, you know, along with that, it's about focus. It's about returning back to the core of the business, where it is their sweet spot, where they know is profitable, and they've seen years of growth. There's, you know, as you start to minimize and shrink the size of a company, or even if you're just starting out and you're rather small, I think it's all about focus, staying lean, focusing on the core competency, doing one thing and doing it extremely well.
Okay.
What do you think? Do you have any other?
Yeah, I think their first goal should be to rebuild the trust, and you know, there's a couple ways that they can do that. Basically, it's delivering when you say you're going to deliver. It's doing everything that you say you're going to do and over-communicating throughout the process, I think, to the customer. If shipping is an issue, over-communicate, you know. Your shipment is scheduled to go out. Your shipment is going out. Your shipment has been delivered. Even if the customer is receiving the goods and it's been delivered, it never hurts to communicate with them just to confirm that delivery. So I would over-communicate and work on ways to just kind of rebuild trust in the process of even receiving or placing an order with them.
Yeah, and absolutely. In the world we live in, and the way brands are being built through social media, there's a lot of conversation happening out there. So relatively small issues can compact into huge issues very soon, very quickly. And so one of the things is sort of recovering their social image, and I think they need to, in the sense of communication, is also responding quickly, even when there's complaints, just being quick to respond and quick to fix.
In the Twitter sphere.
In the Twitter sphere.
Yeah.
What he said.
Yeah. All right, let's move away from the table. Today's focus is streetwear. Our whole show is about the streetwear trend, and let's go to our next segment. It's called Buy, Sell, Hold. Meet us over there at the Buy, Sell, Hold set.
Awesome. All right.
Buy, sell, hold.
Welcome to Buy, Sell, Hold.
All right, the
here
magic
at
of
Stahls
television.
TV morning show. We're back with you. Hopefully you enjoyed our new intro if you attended our pilot episode, and it speaks to what Buy, Sell, Hold's all about. Do you want to educate our viewers on Buy, Sell, Hold?
Absolutely. Buy, sell, hold is taken from the stock market. It's stock market terminology. It's why you heard the stock market bell there at the end of that intro. Buy means this is a trend, or we're reviewing a trend or a garment or a design style that you want to buy, that you want to get in on because people are making money with that particular trend. Sell means you want to get out.
Absolutely. This is something that you see that's going off of the cliff or on its downward swing, and it's not something you want to put a whole lot of attention to in your business with promoting this design style, this garment, whatever it might be. This is ending the trend, and it's time to sell and move on to the next big thing.
And hold basically means probably what you think. You're not buying, you're not selling, you're holding tight, you're waiting to see which way the trend is going, whether it's going up, whether it's going down, whether it's plateauing, and if it's something that you can make money from. So that's kind of where it comes from, buy, sell, hold. Our first buy, sell, hold topic today is fully sublimated shirts. And what we're going to do is we're going to debate each one of these topics and give you an opportunity to rate it with a poll to see if we're correct or basically what you think you should do with that trend. So fully sublimated shirts is our first one. You want to explain kind of where we're going?
Yeah, it's taking a look on the screen at a fully sublimated shirt. This can be an all-over print on a shirt. It's something that's been trending in popularity for some time, and you can incorporate patterns, photo quality, imagery, abstract designs, whatever you want, but the concept here is whether or not we should buy, sell, or hold on these all-over fully sublimated shirts. What do you think, Zach?
Okay. I'll tell you where I've been. I've been holding for the past 2 or 3 years, I think, at this point. You keep seeing this trend emerge in the retail space. You're actually seeing a lot of sporting goods dealers having their cut and sew work done offshore to where you get your fully sublimated garments. It's happening in soccer jerseys, football jerseys, all types of things, and I've been holding, but I think I'm ready to buy. I think I'm finally ready to buy. I'm coming to the all-over sublimation buying point, and I think it's because people keep wanting it. And the bigger, the bolder, the brighter the graphics, the more places you can put them, the more chances there are for profitability. What do you think?
Fair enough point. I'm still going to hold on this one. I'm not convinced yet. I do see that the trend has translated over the last few years from sportswear to streetwear and sort of the casual apparel marketplace with blank wearables. But I'm still on the sideline on this, and let me explain to you why. I'm going to hold because I think it's tough for an apparel decorator to execute this look in their shop without a huge outlay of cash in print technology for that size of print with sublimation printers, or also for decoration. Yes, they can contract it out if they can find the right partner, but I'm going to advise apparel decorators to hold, see where this goes for perhaps another 12 months, and then make a decision.
Okay, since we have a lot of apparel decorators watching today, what do you guys think? Would you buy, sell, or hold?
So we'll launch this poll question. If you've never done this before, all you need to do is click on your selection and to rate whether you would buy, sell, or hold. And just to review, buy means that they're jumping in on this.
Yep.
Sell means it's going away, they're getting out. And hold means you're staying put, watching from the sidelines, not going anywhere. All right. And let's take a look at our result from the decorators on today.
Buy. All right.
Excellent.
I won the first one.
You won the first one, so that's excellent. So you guys are jumping in on this one, which is great.
Yeah.
But now let's take the next sort of progression of these all-over sublimated designs. And we're going to bring up another image for you, which is going to show basically fading as a design element. Now this can be a fade as it relates to a fully sublimated garment, or a fade in general as it relates to with a particular design decoration, a fade within a decoration.
Okay.
Are you buying, selling, or holding on fades?
I am actually going to be in the hold position. And it's actually for the same reasoning that you gave to us for the last one. I think that fading is kind of limited in the decorating technologies that you can use. So if you're in a vector-based decorating technology, whether that's vinyl cutting or screen printed transfers or whatever that vector-based technology is, it's kind of difficult to pull off that fade look, even though customers want it, without some more outlay in cash or finding the right contractor to partner with. So I'm still in a hold pattern on the fade look.
All right, you're so indecisive. I'm going to sell on this one. And the reason why, I think it's not really whether or not you can execute it or not for me. It's that I think this is plateauing. I think we've seen these faded designs on shirts and on graphics start to go up in popularity. And I believe we're going to start to see the downward trend. And it's time to move on to other things within these design elements like color blocking in different ways instead of a traditional light to dark fade across designs. Let's see what decorators think.
Yeah, what do decorators think? Buy, sell, or hold. Now, I will say, to this point, we both haven't been wrong about one. I feel like this could potentially be the one where everybody says buy and we said sell and hold, but let's find out. Let us know what you think.
All right, a couple more seconds, and we are going to sell.
Okay, congratulations.
Right.
Congratulations.
Good. So we're going to move away from the fade, all right? So let's move on to our last topic, which we actually have some samples here today of, and this one's a really interesting one to discuss. Do you want to kind of lead into this one?
Yeah, I'm excited about this one, and the reason being I am to the point in my life where I am old enough to see trends come and go and come again. So this one is the starter jacket. I had one of these probably it was the 1980s when the starter jacket was super popular. Starter, much like the other streetwear brands that we were talking about today, is built to appeal to that 15 to 35-year-old male, and the starter jacket is making a comeback. We're seeing it on celebrities, we're seeing it on sports players, and Starter is doing a huge kickoff campaign to kind of relaunch this look. So what do you think? Starter jacket, buy, sell, or hold?
I can still remember my Boston Celtics starter jacket from when I was just a kid,
yeah.
And I'm all over this one as a buy. I guess I fit the demographic as far as the age grouping. I'm sort of on the fringe of the top side, but I'm all over this one and buying. And I'm not only buying because I like it, but I'm buying because I think that this is something that you can easily translate to your market and sort of differentiate and be on the leading edge with. So I'm going to say buy. What are you saying?
I would love to be the devil's advocate and say sell or hold on this one, but I have to buy. I love the jacket too much. You wore the Celtics. I used to wear the Chicago White Sox. I had the Chicago Bulls emblazoned in the back of my head and painted red. Yeah, I don't know what was my thing with Chicago sports, but I'm definitely buying on this. Not only is the jacket a high profit potential, but it has high profit areas for decoration. So you'll see in our next segment, the highest form of flattery, Jenna Sackett's actually going to show you how to decorate these, but we have full back prints. You have your left chest and right chest. On some of the other jackets that you'll see in the segment, you can actually see that we've decorated sleeves as well. So lots of opportunities for upsell on these expensive jackets. So I'm saying buy.
So let's see what decorators think if we want to launch that poll.
All right, buy, sell, or hold. I'm going to put this back on the shelf.
We'll get a closer look at these jackets.
Buy.
Okay,
Great.
excellent. I'm glad to see you're with us. And we've been hearing reports from different blank apparel providers as well, and it's worth noting that the garments that we actually have here today aren't starter, although it's kind of like the Kleenex tissue. You affiliate the brand. This is actually an Augusta sportswear jacket, and you'll get to see the item number and how you can buy these as a blank for customization here in the next section. So let's turn it over to Jenna for the highest form of flattery.
I'm Jenna Sackett. It's been said that imitation is the highest form of flattery and one of the best ways to take a popular trend and make it accessible to your customers. This week we're going to talk about the starter jacket. These jackets are traditionally made from a polysatin-based material, and they're known for being personalized for sports teams and streetwear with big, bold prints. This trendy look is growing in popularity and has a very high profit potential. The jackets that I created are a nylon-based material, so whenever I heat applied them, it had to be a nylon-compatible material. You can also use other technologies such as applique or embroidery. As long as it's nylon-compatible, it's a go. I asked some co-workers to join me in modeling these jackets. These starter jackets can be diversified into different types of markets. And the first market we're going to show is the sportswear jacket that Nelson is here modeling for me. I personalized this jacket by taking a mascot logo and putting it on the left chest. And I also wanted to take it a step further by indicating what this jacket is representing. Students that are involved in any type of school activity will be wearing these jackets So I wanted to indicate that maybe a captain or any type of football player or baseball player would be wearing this jacket. So if you don't want to put a C, you can also mix it up by putting a number on there as well, just to take advantage of any extra printable areas of that jacket. On the back of the jacket, I also put a mascot name on there to customize it a little bit more. It's a very big, bold print on there, as you can see, and it makes it that much more profitable. Thank you, Nelson. So we have Courtney here. She is modeling the spirit wear market for me. I went ahead and did a Greek apparel look with it. If you work with sororities or fraternities at all, you know how important it is to them to represent their colors and letters in big, bold prints. So here on the right side of the jacket, I put the color and letters on there to represent what sorority Courtney is involved with. And I went ahead and customized the left chest as well, just so that she can have her name on there, just to represent it a little bit more. On the back, I took advantage of the printing space back here as well. Starter jackets are known for that big, bold print, so I wanted to take their logo and make it really pop on the back of the jacket. Thanks, Courtney. I have Brandon here. He is modeling the fashion apparel jacket for me. I took a brand name logo and put it real big on the front and matched it with the back as well. I did the brand name real big on there, and also paired it with some numbers on there just to kind of give it a streetwear look and make the brand name pop even more. So when you're imitating the starter jacket, it will bring a lot of opportunity to your business. The blank jackets go anywhere between $25 to $30, and once you customize and personalize them, you can sell them at $100 or more. Thank you for joining me, Brandon, Nelson, and Courtney. Hopefully I was able to inspire you to get out there, start customizing and personalizing with your customers, and start selling them and show them what type of look that they can gain from wearing this popular look. I'm Jenna Sackett, and this has been the highest form of flattery.
So hopefully you're in agreement that these are not only a good item that you want to offer as referenced by you buying it, but there's something that's easy to decorate. Now, something I'd like to do is jump back to when those jackets were created and sort of walk you through exactly how to decorate these jackets, because they are a nylon base, so there's some special considerations when we're walking through heat transfer.
Yeah,
so let's
turn back the clock. One of the first things to understand here is this is a nylon-based fabric typically. So you want to have special consideration when you're picking a heat transfer product, but rest assured we've used a heat transfer film with a nylon-based adhesive in this case. The jacket, we insert a heat printing pillow into the jacket to make sure that the buttons aren't coming through, and then we're getting an even pressure on our application area. That's very important to heat printing in general. When you're applying with heat transfer films, of course you can cut these on a vinyl cutter, you can order them pre-cut, but notice we're building things up in layers. So we lay down a background layer, heat apply it, and then lay down a foreground layer. Now when you look at this jacket, you would think that it would be heat sensitive, but in actuality it's not heat sensitive at all. So you have pretty much free reign on what type of transfer product you can use, screen printed transfers, whatever it might be, applied with a heat press. And here Jen is showing you, as she mentioned in the video, how you can get creative with larger applications and unique placements, all adding to the appeal of these jackets and creating unique opportunities for sales and for growth.
Now, those jackets looked really good on the heat press, but didn't they look great on our models here from the office?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think they had I don't know if they like that or not, but we had a good time with it at least, right?
For sure. So that's it for our show today. Hopefully you learned a little bit about streetwear and how you can either attack that market or learn from businesses who have. We will be back here again next week at 11 a.m.
Excellent. Please join us next week for all the buzz, news, and know-how at the frequency you needed at the Stahls TV Morning Show. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.